They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And shedding through the tackle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play action now. Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down the numbers, there he goes. And they do finally get him at the 12. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cook not going anywhere. He'll moves a couple back to the 6. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Allen. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th on Gilmore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. A good pickup there, a 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. There he goes, left side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that... Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's headed into the end zone. You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Allen now on 1st down. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. On play action, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Play action. Now it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Pollard again. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
And this this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Allen eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid from 6 yards away. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just... Oh, and now they're going to fake.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little